Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. You ain't built for a skirt as a nigga can be. It's gonna sound like when I'm coming, like when I'm coming, like when I'm coming for ya. It's gonna sound like when I'm coming, like when I'm coming, like when I come for ya. It's gonna sound like here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Sunday out there. Welcome to the Griddy-Iron gang. Boys and girls, we have made it to NFL Week 5. VSauce had to switch it. He was already stressed out by the layout. He had to move it to his correct position.
How did he know it was me?
Because I know. I know you, brother. Because I know you.
Because it wasn't me.
Yeah, it wasn't me. So happy you guys are joining us today for the Griddy-Iron gang. My name is Sweatpant Jesus.
I'm Shaggy Bets.
VSauce here.
I'm just Sukh. Let's talk some gridiron.
Let's talk some gridiron, baby. So excited to have you guys hanging out with us today. You guys know the deal. This is brought to you by Betting News. Go to bettingnews.com. You can read all about V's scribbles on his favorite props for the NFL this week. You can read everything that Shaggy's got going on the Gridiron today. You can read my favorite touchdown props. You can listen to Sukh here talk with us about how much he's going to one of his dogs of the day. Surprise, surprise. Got a nice slate today to talk about, gentlemen. What's up going on in the chat? Hovey, what is up, brother? I'm going to drop the link to you, Hovey, because we need
winner.
Hell yeah.
We need the touchdown props, because if you guys don't know, this man right here has literally come in the show the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, definitely 2 in a row for sure, maybe 3 in a row, and given us a touchdown winner. So I'm going to drop the link in the chat now. And you guys, anybody that would like to join us on the channel, please feel free to. There's the link right there. Come and pitch us a play. Give us your favorite bet out there today for NFL Week 5. And we're going to talk all about some stuff that we like as well before these games get rocking and rolling. But before we do that, as you guys can see, we're going to be doing a couple new games today, a couple new things, rocking and rolling. We won't talk too much, so we have plenty of time to cook up something before this slate gets rocking and rolling. But we were talking about before we got started, and I said let's just do this live. We were talking about how good of a day Shaggy had on the college gridiron yesterday. Was accountable for V's up units for the first time in college football.
I will say it was my only positive college football betting day. That didn't include parlays, just singles. North Carolina team total free. Kansas 2 units free. So free. I can't even remember the teams in the night game, Shaggy, whose under we fucking took.
Notre Dame and Louisville.
Fucking air.
Jahar Jordan soars over his yards.
Jahar Jordan, I didn't even know who this guy was going into the season, and I feel like you've basically been on him almost every week, and he's been smacking, dude. Smacking.
He only had 32 last week against NC State, but I mean they've got a solid run defense, but Notre Dame's run defense isn't that great, and he's a great back who's been 100 plus in 3 straight games before the week prior. So easy one, dude. He busted off I think he had a 70-yard run and like a 40-yard run too. I mean, he got big plays, 140 yards. Like
he had 2 touchdowns, I think, as well.
Yeah, too easy.
Crazy.
But to my own horn, man, 3-0 on the 2-unit plays, 9-1 so far this year on 2-unit plays in football. Like, we pick our spots, baby. Don't ask me about my record on 15-unit plays. It's 0-1. But responsible unit management. We are picking our spots accordingly. Great day yesterday. We're keeping it rolling today. Let's go.
Can I have learned, well, okay, I don't nuke stuff ever. But I do like to occasionally drop a little 5 units on something. And I was considering doing a 5-unit play today, but then I remembered how much piss you were in after week 1, and I was like, I'm gonna not do that. So that does
a lot more than 5, but
I know.
Sorry, SPJ, you say you don't do 5-unit plays or like max plays, but I would definitely argue that the Titans are almost a max play every week.
Yeah,
every week.
Let's see
Every
those Derrick Henry slips. Let's see
when
that.
when you count all the Titan slips, right? I would say max play every week.
I do have 5 units pending upon the Titans today, so let's not talk about that. But we are going to talk about it on the show, not on the actual Titans themselves, but in that game.
Okay. Just
in that game.
All pro Titan though.
Sorry,
are all the bets pro Titan?
Okay, well, we do have a show order today, boys, but we're already
interception.
I do like that. Yeah. No, of course, absolutely. All right, so I've tried to find some Colts props that I liked, just so I didn't look like a complete and total homer. But everything I liked was on the Titans side. Also, I wish I got the Titans plus 1.5 to start the week. I wish I fucking pressed the button then. I looked at it, I posted it, and then I didn't press the button. I was like, maybe it moves to 2.5, plus 2.5, something like that. It's minus 2.5 now for the Titans. I still took it because they're fucking winning. I think they might win by double digits. No lie.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk about this game.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. I just wanted to give Shaggy his flowers. Well done, sir. You've been smashing on the college stuff.
Thank you.
Keep rocking and rolling. If you guys aren't peeping the scribbles, go check it out. You guys know where at bettingnews.com.
On board.
Hop on board, baby.
On board.
Get on the train. Don't miss
Don't
miss the free cheese. You don't want to miss
the
the free
boost money, man.
Costs you nothing too. Costs you nothing.
One of these guys. Whether you guys are tuning in with us on YouTube, on Twitter, on Twitch, wherever it is, we really appreciate you guys hanging out with us today.
If you're watching the Spotify version of this podcast,
if you're listening to the Spotify version of this episode, I've gotten to the point now where I do the housekeeping, and if I don't do something in the housekeeping, the guys are like, "Where's this? I missed this. What's going on?"
Don't worry, we covered it all yesterday.
I saw. It was great. I appreciate these gents covering for me not being here yesterday. I didn't get to celebrate my actual birthday on Friday. We had shit to do, and I had a bunch of other stuff. You know, being an adult, you can't always just stop your life to celebrate your birthday.
Also blessed us with an appearance on the VSauce team instead of celebrating his birthday.
Yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely. So then I subsequently took the next day off and said, "Guys, you're on your own. Bye."
Yeah, right.
Oh shit.
But I'm back
It's
today.
okay.
I'm back today. Okay, let's dive in. As I said, guys, we're dropping the link in the chat. Anybody wants to come on, you got to come on Twitch though, so it has to be on Twitch. If you're watching somewhere else, here's the link. Come and hang out with us on Twitch.
Pinned in chat for you.
Oh, pinned in chat. W mods, we love that. Okay, so today we're gonna start off. We're gonna play Stud or Dud, a little new game to get rocking and rolling. What I'm going to do for stud or dud is I'm going to bring up 3 guys that are have been widely talked about this week, either returning or have the possibility to have a breakout performance. And you guys are going to tell me whether you think he is going to be a stud or if he's going to be a big old dud. So first up, let's start with the running back here. Stud or dud? So Saquon Barkley is coming back this week after his high ankle sprain. Number 7th ranked running back in fantasy via ESPN. The Giants have a matchup with the Finns, the Dolphins today. It is I'm pretty sure it's still a 13.5 point spread towards the Dolphins. The last time I checked, maybe it has moved around a little bit, but it is a
half on Bovada right now.
12.5 dropped back down a point. Okay. Saquon's back this week, though. I'm pretty sure it has been confirmed that he is playing from what I read last night. Maybe that has changed this morning, but I think he's back. So guys, gents, how are we feeling? Shag, I'll let you go first since you're up 7,000 units. Is Saquon going to be a stud or a dud this week?
I definitely would not bet on him being a stud. And it's not even that Miami's defense, even specifically their run defense, is that great, but I don't trust this Giants offensive line at all. Even if Saquon were 100%, which I don't necessarily think he is, you can't do anything as a running back without an offensive line, and that's one of the Giants' biggest problems. Evan Neal is not looking like the seventh overall pick that he was, something along those lines.
Isn't he also the same guy who's telling like the fans that they're flipping burgers while he's playing tackle, so they should shut the fuck up, basically?
Dude, yes. Did you guys see that guy, that radio host rant about it?
No.
I'll have to find it and link it, but it's 3 minutes of gold. But yes, that is the guy who is looking terrible, talking shit to the fans. So no, I would not trust any running back going behind him, even Saquon, even if he has 100%, which I think he's still a little banged up. I think he's a dud.
I was surprised he was the number 7 ranked running back this week on ESPN. And he was pretty consensus. It was not like 7, 12, 15, 3. Like it was very much like 7s or 6 across the board, which I thought was very surprising. Sukh, what do you think, man? Are you riding with Saquon this week, or do you think he's going to dud it out?
Honestly, I was going to go with the stud, but with Shaggy is so sharp, so I'll follow him, saying that O-line is weak. I know the Dolphins defense is nothing to be scared of, but I think I'll lean with Shaggy here for sure, just because even if the Dolphins get up, we could see Saquon's touches go down. So it could be a dud from that point.
What do you think, B?
I think that his ranking that you're talking about, SPJ, has more to do with this matchup than like the play of the Giants, right? The total in this game is still sitting at 47.5, which is on the higher side for this week's games. I do like the over, right? We'll talk about that later, but I do think that the Giants are going to put up points, and when the Giants are putting up points, it's usually through Saquon. Unfortunately, I don't think he's playing though. I just saw reports saying he's not playing today.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, then he's a big old dud. Damn. It seemed pretty. It looked like almost positive he was playing yesterday. So I guess maybe he didn't progress. Sometimes with sprains and Dr. V knows this, but a little more than I do probably. But sometimes with these types of injuries, when guys are going to come back, they might sleep weird, and then they wake up and it's like swollen or it's like sore in the way they don't like, and then like when they work out, when they get up in the morning, it's like nope, not happening.
So yes, and I'm seeing 9 hours ago Saquon is not expected to play week 5.
Yep.
That was at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Central, but
especially just missing 2 weeks, like this would be coming back really, really fast. You know what I mean?
I literally made this graphic, closed my computer, and went to sleep, and that news dropped. That's how that went.
Isn't that how it always goes?
Absolutely, baby. All right, well then, dud. Easy.
Dud.
Right, moving
Easy
on.
Dud.
Number 2. All right, I'm pretty sure this guy's playing. Maybe we have confirmation from the chat whether he's playing or not. But number 2, let's go to wide receiver. The number 7th ranked wide receiver via ESPN is Cooper Kupp. They said he's fucking playing. If he doesn't play, then I'm leaving the show. Cooper Kupp. The Rams taking on the Eagles today as 4.5 point underdogs at home. Cooper Kupp obviously coming back from calf injury, but he also has been struggling with hamstring stuff too. So V, I'll let you go first on this one, brother. Go Go
I was
ahead.
actually going to defer to Sukh because I do know that Sukh likes Cooper Cup and he's actually on him. So Sukh, you want to start us off?
I mean,
Oh,
that
okay.
that is
Lovely.
the one player prop that I do like. And me and V were talking about this. The lines are just a little bit weird. Like even Cup for 61 and a half is minus 115 on 365. And I do see that the 75 plus years is plus 165. So I do like Cup today. I do think he'll be a stud. I know like it's kind of like Puka is there now, but Puka's the Buzz Lightyear, and the coach is Andy, and Andy's gonna realize they got to go back to Woody a little bit.
Wow.
Never sleep on
see,
Woody.
Just
they had Toy Story in fucking
such a W
NFL last
reference.
week, and now Sukh is just bringing the W metaphors. Man. Wow.
I love
was
the
spectacular.
analogy.
Facts,
Mhm.
indeed. I will say from the chat, also, what's up, Chan Daddy? He did kind of mention that I think they lean on Puka for a week or so. I kind of think so too. First of all, they're not going to go away from this dude. He's literally been historic
Mhm.
to start the
Puka
season.
Puka plus 100 is plus 390 on 365.
Oh, I know. I have it in a lotto already. Don't worry.
Yeah, okay, there we
It's
go.
already- it's-
Oh, I'm
it's already there.
aware.
Let's
Oh,
go.
I know. But yeah, I like
Nice
both of these
Toy
pass
Story.
catchers, and I also like Matthew Stafford, but I know you do too, Shaq. So I'll save you
Yes,
for that.
sir.
I'll let you talk
Same.
about that one.
Yeah, we'll
Um,
be talking about the Rams plenty. Don't you worry.
Let's
Word.
go.
Well, then, are we all kind of in consensus here that we think Cup is a stud this week? Then is that what I'm hearing from everybody?
Yeah. I will
Yeah.
also say that. Sorry, Shag, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm not totally sold, but I would lean stud over dud.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I think, honestly, bro, just the volume. I get Puka is there. Cup is there. Stafford is averaging 41 and a half attempts per game this
Mhm.
season, right?
Mhm.
He's had 40 plus attempts in 3 of the 4 games so far this year. And against this Philly team where they should be playing from behind, I understand it'll probably be a close game, right? But they're going to have to air it out.
Yep.
You're not going to get downfield with Kyron Williams running between the tackles. You're going to do it through the air against this Philly defense that has been a lot more suspect this season. So I think
29th.
Cooper Kupp is smash.
29th against the
Stud.
pass. The Eagles stud.
getting music to my ears, V. I love it.
Yeah. 29th against the pass, the Eagles defense. Kind of surprising
Yep.
if you didn't know that. They've been getting torched a little bit through the air. But I know we will talk about that a little bit more as we move forward. Okay, last one. I'm very interested to hear what you guys think about this one. From the quarterback's perspective. The number 10th ranked quarterback this week is CJ Stroud. The Texans taking on the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta. Still, I think it's a 1.5 point spread towards the Falcons at home. So
It's two
is it two now?
2 on Bovada. 2.5
Okay, so
on Bovada. Actually.
Wow,
Yep.
moving a little because it was 1.5 yesterday. So there's getting some
Yeah.
action on the Falcons moving forward.
I think, yeah. Sorry, go ahead, SPJ.
No, go ahead, man. I'll let you go first. Then, so do you think Stroud's going to have another big game, or does he come back down to earth a little bit and play like a rookie?
Man, I really think that I don't know if he's going to have like another huge game as big as he's having, but I think this Atlanta defense is getting a little bit too much credit. I know that everybody is loving ATL to get a win here coming back from getting like beat down in London, right? Tough game for them in London going against the Jaguars. Jaguars beat them up real bad. Now they're coming back to Atlanta, and I just think that this Texans team has talent, has a better quarterback, and the coaching has been on point this season. The play calling, they're putting their guys in the best position to succeed. Like look at Nico Collins, right? This guy's having a year. Him and CJ Stroud have developed this connection already.
Yep.
And I'm loving watching it. And we've seen that Falcons have some good games, but also implode at times, right? Like they blew an 18-point lead to the Packers, only won by 1 in that game, right? They just got beat up by the Jaguars. I just don't believe in Desmond Ridder as much as I do CJ Stroud. And I think that he gets it done today. And it's like that same thing, 2 young QBs. He's going to come into this game in ATL, in Georgia, right? Like the entire dome is going to be packed. He's going to come in, a little bit of chip on his shoulder. Of course, he wants to outplay Ridder, right? So give me Stroud. I think he throws at least 2 touchdowns today and maybe like 300 yards. I can see 300 yards from him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going stud then.
Absolute stud. I'm actually on the Texans too, so that's probably, yeah.
As an AFC South guy, I think if they win this game, I'm legitimately concerned about the Texans. I'm starting to get.
I think you should be already.
I mean, I already am. I already am legit. But I think if they pull this one out, because the Atlanta defense is pretty good. Like it is statistically pretty good, especially against the pass. So they play some good defense down in ATL. But if Stroud comes out today and does what you just said, V, and airs it out again, puts 300 plus again, and doesn't throw an interception again, fuck, man, Jesus. I'm gonna lean a little bit more towards Dud just because of the matchup. However, I could totally see him balling out once again. Either one of you two gents? Thoughts?
I just whatever V said, that's exactly what I'm gonna say.
Surgery.
He said it all, man. I'm big on CJ Stroud after what I'm seeing. I'm big on the Texans. This is a great transition because it is one of my 2 dogs of the week, the Houston Texans getting the upset.
Same.
But yeah,
we're all on that.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. So I really like
public
Stroud.
dogs go to die, gents. Public dogs go to die.
Exactly right. How public is it?
I don't think. See, that's
I'm
the
just
thing.
saying public.
I feel
I'm just saying
like
public on this show. I didn't mean like
right.
Yeah.
I really feel like the Falcons are now becoming the public sharp side, and we all like, you know what I mean. I don't want to jinx anything because we know how that goes, but I just to put that much faith in the Falcons, it's like, bro, Thursday night, Shaggy, you and me were burned by this with the Commanders, right?
Yeah.
It happens. These guys are all NFL fucking football players. And again, what's his name? Not Heineke. I was going to say Howell was in hell in that backfield still, right? You even against the Bears defense that wasn't getting any sacks all year, right? They were last in the league. So I just think that it's tough to put that much faith into a Falcons team that has just not proven anything yet.
I mean,
Go ahead.
I was saying they're only giving up like 176 yards through the air. Like they're great on defense. Not as good against the run, but I think I still like him to be a stud this week. I don't know. Even if he finally does give up that first pick, I think he'll still have a good game.
He's gonna.
I will also say that they've played like the Panthers and Bryce Young, right? And then they played Jordan Love, who threw, I think it was like 190 yards, but he also threw for 3 touchdowns in that game, right? So it's not, I think this Falcons, like some of these stats right now are also inflated based on the matchups that they've seen all year, right? As we kind of get to, I think later into the season, things will average out. But we always have to keep that in mind too, that this Falcons team outside of the Jaguars, and I can't remember who their 4th opponent was, but they haven't really been tested too much through the air.
Pretty sure they played the Colts as well. I think
and I think that was Gardner Minshew week.
Right.
That was the Minshew week.
Minshew,
you know what I mean?
Indeed, it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we still saw Pittman eat, and the wide receiver ones kind of still have a good game in that game. So
yeah,
I'm pretty sure the Texans beat the Jags 2 weeks ago.
They did.
Yeah,
I did enjoy. What's the score right now? Because I know the Jags are playing the Bills.
It was 11-7.
Is it halftime still, or have they started
third quarter?
Okay,
Into the third.
We do have a Hovey bang. I just want to say one thing before we bring Hovey on and get us with his touchdown player of the day. Makes V dance like that. Let's go. We're entering
he gets
now
me excited.
He gets you bricked up, baby. We're entering into the next portion of the season now. Obviously, week 5, first month out of the way, where there's gonna be a lot of coming back to medium. I think there's gonna be a lot of teams that looked a particular way that are gonna level out, or that looked really bad that are gonna level out. I think that there's gonna be a lot of coming back to center in a lot of ways over the next couple of weeks. We're gonna find out who's like pretenders, like the whole pretenders versus real type of thing. This could be one of those games. But let's talk about it a little bit more with Hovey. What is going on, brother? How you doing?
What up, boys? How are we?
What's up, Hovey?
Hello.
How you doing?
The show, man. We appreciate you being here.
Yes, sir. As always, appreciate you guys having me.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna touch on a play that I have that y'all were just talking about.
Let's go.
I like the Falcons money line today.
No.
This guy.
I was just dancing for you, Hovey. You come in with this?
Honestly, my Falcons money line play is only for one stupid reasoning, to be honest, and it's everyone wants to buy into the Texans now. They're kind of the same way that you said everyone kind of likes the Falcons. They like Bijan Robinson. They want to back him. Desmond Ridder has not lost a home game ever in his whole career. Cincinnati, he went 26-0. Every single game that he's played for Atlanta at home, he hasn't lost. I get it. That's kind of a stupid thing. People look at it like, oh, it's due to happen. Then he's due to lose. I'm gonna ride that wave until it doesn't hit. To be honest, the fact that the Falcons are a favorite, but Desmond Ritter's player props are like him to throw 170 yards, juice to the under. Like it's just telling me that the Falcons defense comes out and balls out, and Bijan Robinson might have himself a day today. Probably going to be low scoring, close game, just an ugly matchup, I assume. So that's the only reason I like the Falcons. Realistically, is just finding that narrative.
Yeah, I don't feel like this game's going to pop on red zone that much.
Yeah,
I don't think we're going to be Scott Hansen's not going to be talking about that. Jags fumble. Let's go. Come on, Buffalo.
Shaggy. I was like, who just said that? Shaggy Best? I was like, he's right here.
Shaggy did.
Who said
Is that
that?
why? Is that what the pump
Oh, yeah.
were?
Yeah, I need
go.
Gabe Davis and the Bills for 2,800.
Absolutely.
Shout out Zay Jones for scoring earlier.
Faded the pods. That's some G shit from just on to exactly Hobie. I kind of like the Falcons too, but I don't have any money on it. But I wanted to let these gents have their moment in the Texans' sun. So, all right, Hobie. So, what is your favorite? What's your favorite play today?
Well, my favorite touchdown play is going to be Danny Dimes to get into the end zone. We were just talking about before. No Saquon Barkley. Daniel Jones really hasn't been that aggressive on his feet compared to what we're used to him doing, especially last year. Total, like VSauce said earlier, I think this game goes over. And the only way this game goes over, to be honest, is if Daniel Jones is using his legs. And again, no Saquon in the end zone. I mean, Dolphins are a bottom 5 team in regards to guarding the quarterbacks. Yes, the Dolphins have been going off, but they also allow other quarterbacks to go off on them as well.
Mhm.
So I'm going to take Daniel Jones to get a nice little rushing touchdown. 1 yard line. He does the typical, you know what it is. You know what it is, Sweatpant, when freaking Tannehill does the fake handoff and he runs into and he gives you the little flick. Yep. Daniel Jones,
baby.
Daniel Jones finding himself doing that today in the end zone.
You know what, Hovey? If you would have put a gun to my head and said, which guy is Hovey taking today to score a touchdown? I'd be in somewhere else, not here, because I would have never guessed.
Something basic. Like, I think Jamar Chase has a day. I mean, it's
I do
those
too.
things. But that I would just be repeating myself from last week, kind of with the AJ Brown narrative. Went off on his team, went off on his coach. Went like he wants the rock, so he's gonna get the rock. Like that's kind of obvious. That's what everyone's on. So it's one of those things where it's like, and then obviously you have your Derrick Henrys, your Travis Kelce's, your all that. So it's like I want to give something a little spicy,
some value.
What'd you get this number at? Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
plus 220.
Plus 220. Okay, because I'm seeing it kind of all over the place. MGM has plus 145, DraftKings plus 225, Bovada's got plus 280, and FanDuel showing plus 340 for Daniel Jones. Wow. So that is, I mean, that's all over the place.
Yeah, my FanDuel. I got on FanDuel at plus 220, like 45 minutes ago.
Okay, well, never mind then. That stamp's fucking up.
It's probably moving.
Now it is 340. Yeah, it is 340 now.
Oh, it is 340? Okay.
Now it is.
Well, that's crazy.
You know what they say? Bad CLV, that shit's hitting.
Yo, there's a question for you too.
Yes, sir.
You're a New York guy, right?
I'm a what?
New York guy? That you're from New York? What's your read on the Jets today and all this like love and hype that they're getting?
So that was going to be.
I'm part of that right now. Like I'm on that.
Brought a smile to his face.
That was going to be my final words before I left here today. This is kind of a matchup where you have two teams who, before the season started, when Aaron Rodgers was going to be our quarterback, had some kind of animosity between Sean Payton talking his crap, our guys talking our crap in regards to who should be doing what, who sucks, who this. For me, as a Jet fan, for me to tell you I'm going to buy into it, I'm not. I've been let down so many times before to not really buy into it. But what I will say is Zach Wilson probably has himself a day again. in regards to his passing and rushing. I think that's probably the only way that I would touch this. I know a lot of people are on Breece Hall. Everyone's like Breece Hall breakout. You gotta again, the dude's a stud. But again, we only saw him really do something crazy against Buffalo that first week. Other than that, he hasn't done anything. I think it's a game where both sides are going to take chances because they want to prove a point. Both sides really have nothing to lose if they try to prove points. So I can see this game going over, and I think Zach Wilson has himself a day. If the Jets win, I mean, our defense is top 5 in the league. So if we don't,
you tell me what you think about this, but I feel like Zach Wilson's confidence has been at an all-time low since his like 3rd start in the league. You know what I mean? It's just been in the shitter. And right now, after that game against the Chiefs, I know he, fumbled it and everything at the end, but to be that close, you know what I mean? As dogs in the situation that you were in and everything like that, his confidence has got to be higher than normally how he comes into these games. And he gets like probably the best matchup in the league right now. Like this Denver defense is as bad as the Jets is good.
Yep. Denver defense is bottom. They're the worst in regards to guarding a quarterback. Bottom 5 in regards to guarding tight ends, wide receiver. Like they're atrocious. Now with Zach Wilson point, with his confidence, that game after the Chiefs was the first time ever that in a post-game interview, Zach Wilson said, "Nope, this is on me. I did this. I fucked up." That's the first time ever. Every other time it was him not trying to take the blame and trying to like put it onto someone else. It was the first time ever that he took accountability for his own actions. I don't know if that's Aaron Rodgers telling him, "Yo, you got to be a leader," or if it's him genuinely realizing, "Okay, if I want to survive, I got to do this." So.
I fuck with it though, man. Like as a QB, you have to be, even if you're not like the most vocal leader, the guys around you have to buy into you as the leader of that offense. You know what I mean? And you like that's like look at Kirk Cousins, right? This guy's been a perennially average QB. He has great seasons. He does. But everybody always trusts him to run an offense because he is that guy. Like he was just talking about Cam Akers. And I think Zach Wilson is developing that now as a quarterback. And I'm excited to see it, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we know he's got an arm and we know he's not afraid to let that thing go. So we'll see.
The Jets need it this year. You guys are going to need it for you to put this otherwise fairly championships worthy roster to do something.
Is this true?
Breece Hall, he got hurt when he played the Broncos. That's why everyone's saying his revenge game. But again, I mean, it's not like
they didn't like on purpose hurt him.
It wasn't on purpose, and it's like kind of hard to get. In football, it's kind of hard to get a revenge game because it's like you have so many other people that affect what you do. It's not like basketball where you can take the rock 40 times, and if you're on fire, you're on fire. In football, it's like if they stack the box with you, you're done. So
game plan.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, thanks. Well, Hovey, we appreciate you stopping by today, brother. Thanks so much for your insights. Thanks for being here as always. Go give Hovey props. Is it Hovey_props? Hovey props? What is it? I can't remember what it is.
Hovey props.
Hovey props. Go give Hovey props a follow on the Twitter machine. We appreciate you stopping by, brother. Danny Dimes, everybody. Danny Dimes is stumbling into the end zone.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Let's go.
Later, brother.
Appreciate you, brother. Have a great day. Go Jets. I also wish I bet the Jets earlier this week, but I think that game is pretty much a pick 'em now. But I want to say it was +2 towards the Jets.
I think it's still +2. It's still sitting. It's still sitting.
Oh, is it +2?
Yeah.
I might end up actually taking that before it starts because I did kind of like that.
Under.
The under.
Under.
Shaggy's plundering the under. Okay. If you guys want to come and do,
but it's going under.
Okay. Word. If you guys want to do what Hovey just did, please feel free to click the link in the chat on our Twitch channel. Follow us on Twitch. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. You can come up here. You can pitch your favorite play, and you can listen to us all shake our heads while you're talking about it.
Yeah. Where you at, Chan Daddy? I know you were doing labbing, huh?
Gerald did promise us, too. Gerald promised
you
us
out.
Yeah, where's Gerald?
Wow. Yeah, come on, Gerald. Gerald had some good points in the chat earlier, too, and now he's just gone.
Josh Allen threw a pick, by the way.
Of course he did.
Hucked it 70 yards down the field.
I don't know why he does that. Like one time, like for 1 second, he looks like fucking Joe Montana, and then the next second, he looks like I don't even know, like Patrick
Josh
Mahomes
Allen.
He didn't have an offensive line, running around like freaking sideways and just sidearming shit.
Right.
Vern's been a big Josh Allen guy since day one, and I've always
he's
been a little
frustrating me,
skeptical.
man.
Yeah,
Frustrated.
Hey, he's lived up to the hype so
Sure.
far.
I mean,
far.
Has he,
you
though?
don't seem
What has he
happy with
done?
him right now, so
I mean, not
Yeah,
this season.
I think
but
he's.
his last.
I think he's
He's won a lot.
He's an amazing player, but he hadn't done shit for that franchise besides make them in the playoffs. So I don't know.
mean,
I think he
better
gets.
than Ryan Tannehill.
Is
Oh.
he though?
Yeah. Oh, yes,
I mean,
for sure.
I
he's
mean,
struggling,
like
but
there's
I
like
would
25 quarterbacks in the league that are better than Ryan Tannehill, but the Titans are still 2-2, and the Bills are what are they? 3-1?
Somebody clip that and send it to Ryan Tannehill right now. Somebody clip
He
that.
knows.
SPJ said
25.
25.
That's too many.
That's too many. That might be a lot. 25 is a lot.
Wow, you guys are coming to his defense in this particular situation. I love it, man.
V,
I
is he
I
top
don't think
20?
Tannehill's a bottom 7 quarterback in the league.
It makes me. I'm bricked up now, boys. You're saying this. Let's go.
This is
I
all
also-
set up.
I also don't think he's top 15, but
Can we just
I-
acknowledge
He's
the
in
fact that
fifth.
he just said he's bricked up because we said Tannehill might be above average?
You guys.
we didn't even
every
say
time I
above average.
Every
We
time I
said
say
average.
every time I say anything Tannehill related that is minorly positive, you guys are like, no, he's a bum. So
We said not terrible.
yeah, just like the Cardinals aren't that bad, right?
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Is he
let's
Kirk
go.
Cousins tier? Are they in the same tier together?
No,
No.
Kirk Cousins is better.
Yeah,
Okay, there we
Tannehill's not in Kirk's
Have you guys
tier.
However,
heard that
I will.
like thing that goes around? It's like everybody in the league is a Kirk Cousins. There's fast
Mid.
Kirk Cousins. There's mid Kirk Cousins. There's really, really good Kirk Cousins, but everybody's Kirk Cousins.
Jimmy Garoppolo's handsome Kirk Cousins. Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill is Kirk Cousins light. That's what.
I will say that Ryan Tannehill has the is the number one quarterback in the NFL right now for downfield yard completion percentage. He also has the largest what is the actual I can't remember what the acronym for it is, but his average depth of target has been the highest of anybody in the NFL. I also
Those are
think he's going to
some
out
niche
area.
stats.
niche stats, baby.
No.
I'm a niche stat. I'm a niche stat
SPJ
guy.
is like his ball travels faster past the 10-yard line than any quarterback.
He gets more rotations on his spiral than any other quarterback.
Fucking hate you guys.
His handoff speed to Henry is top 3.
elite, baby, elite.
Wait,
I will
he
say,
the ball.
I will say, I was the only person in the offseason that said Trevor Lawrence was actually not going to have a fantastic, spectacular, amazing MVP type season, and he's been okay. So I
There's
feel like I was
still
the
time.
only person on that island.
He might
I
get
know.
that upset in London.
Yeah, if he beats the Bills,
Has he been the reason why they're beating the Bills?
Him and
he's
the
been better than Josh Allen.
That's a hot take, but I'm that's interesting.
But in this game,
All right.
in this game,
In this game, sure. It's all about each game, right?
Perspective.
Okay, so let's talk about our favorite dogs of the week. New segment we're going to be doing. So all three of these gents plus myself are going to talk about our favorite underdog that we think has a chance to win this week. I actually do have one that I have beans on, as in like I have the spread in that game, but I'll talk about it when I talk about my section. Also drop your favorite dog in the chat. Which team that is an underdog you think's coming away with a dub today? B, I'll let you go first, brother. Who is your dog of the week?
so the New York Giants. No, I'm kidding. Fuck that shit.
Whoa.
I'm not nuts, but no, it's the New Orleans Saints, man. They're barely a dog. They might be even money now. I think it's like +1. But I love the
+2,
New Orleans Saints, man. +2? Oh, sweet. I love them. I
+2,
think this
plus
Pats,
110 on the money line at Bovada.
dude, this Pats team has been so bad. Mac Jones does not look like an NFL QB. He looks like Zach Wilson did 2 years ago, right? And that's saying something. He's been so bad. His receivers are doing nothing to help. He doesn't even have weapons either, right? Like you can't really blame him that much. His biggest weapon, I would argue, is Hunter Henry or Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield, right? Like it's bad for that offense. The thing with the Saints team is they've been relying heavily on defense. The offense hasn't completely clicked yet, even though they have weapons. Kamara just came back last week in his return. I think he had like 8 or 9 receptions in his first game back.
No, dude, he had 13 receptions. in his first
13
game.
receptions.
And he only had 34 yards. It was the NFL record for the amount of yards for 13 receptions in a single game.
Wow.
That's actually
For
hilarious.
the lowest.
Yeah, lowest.
Lowest,
That's
yeah.
insane.
But like that, they have the weapons. They have him. Michael Thomas is now healthy and playing games, and Chris Olave has just been an absolute stud both last year and this year. He's picked up right where he left off, and the play of Derek Carr has been good enough to like keep them in games or win them games. Right? I know they're coming into New England on the road here, but I really, really like them to get the job done. Weather conditions shouldn't be too bad. It's just early October, right? I know they play in a dome down in New Orleans, so it might play a little bit of a factor. But Derek Carr has been here before. I think he gets the win, and I don't think he's going to lose to Mac Jones, even with the maybe like not being 100% because of shoulder injury. But I really like the Saints defense to just give this Patriots offense hell. Oh, and then Patriots defense also lost out on Christian Gonzalez. He was a top 3 rated cornerback all season. Gets hurt versus the Cowboys, and then we just saw the Cowboys run away with that game, right? Scoring at will, doing everything. He was the only bright spot, I would argue, on this defense. Now, without that, I just think that they get kind of crushed through the air. They have no one to cover Chris Olave, Michael Thomas, and then forget about Alvin Kamara, right? So give me the Saints money line.
Love that.
I love it. I'm sold.
That's actually one I bet too. Like I'm on the Saints money line. Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
What is? And you said it's +2. That's the line we're seeing here.
I got plus 1.5 was what it was at. So I got +1. I got plus 105 on the money line. Might be better now.
Yeah, plus 110, plus 2 at Bovada right now.
It's hard to fade like what's his name, Belichick in New England, especially when they're what I think 1-3 or 0-4. Sorry, are they 0-4?
No, I think they're 1-3. I'm pretty sure they're 1-3.
But yeah, like either way, bad spot. Hard to fade Belichick, but I just don't think this team is good enough for me to trust.
Love it. All right, Sukh, are you ready, or do you want Shags to go next?
I'll go next because we already talked so much about the Texans, and that's my dog. And honestly, with me, it's still we've been talking about the Falcons. They're coming off 2 L's. They're coming off 2 wins. Kind of Stroud and that offense is 4th on 3rd down conversions, and that just tells me that that's a team that understands their playbook. That's a team that can already execute early in this season, despite all of their offensive weapons being young guns like Nico and Dameon Pierce. And Dameon Pierce had the most touches he's had all season last week, 24 touches. He didn't even break 15 touches before that. So I kind of do see room for improvement and a little bit of positive regression for that Falcons defense, Burn.
So you're going Texans.
I do like the Texans. That is my favorite dog. I wouldn't hammer it too hard, but it's moved to plus 120 on 365.
Just remember, these are all dogs, guys. So whoever's in chat, these are nothing to hammer. We're taking like plus money plays here, right?
A little sprinkle.
Have some fun.
I mean, you can take the points for most of them. They're probably within 3 to 5, or even 1 or 1.5. Like
and like you won't see me. You'll never see me do this in the NBA where I take like a +2 or a +1.5 or even a +3. I think like +4 is where I'll get into maybe taking the spread in the NBA. But in the NFL, the spreads are so sharp. It's the sharpest league in the world in terms of like sides and totals. So sometimes taking the spread at a +2 is worth it. Like we saw the Falcons, Green Bay covered the fucking +2.5, but they lost the game outright, right? Everybody that bet Green Bay money line lost out. Everyone that bet Falcon spread lost out. That's when the books get you. Perfect spots like that.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, if, in these situations, if you like a spot and you don't sprinkle the money line, but take the points. Did Chan Daddy get us something that he loves?
ETN just scored.
Huddy. SGP Bang, we love that. Or SPG Bang. But it's SGP, is it?
SJP.
SJP, that's funny. All right, Shags, what's your favorite dog, brother?
It's I like the Texans. Not on them in anything straight, but do like the Texans. Think they get it done. My other one is the Los Angeles Rams. Hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. I actually did write about this one at bettingnews.com. One of my favorite props is in this game that I'll just kind of drop now. It's Matthew Stafford over his passing yards. I got 269.5. I think it's up to 275.5. But if the Rams are going to win this game, they're going to do it in the air. V kind of touched on it earlier. Just this Eagles secondary is something to mess with. The rush defense, not so much. So Matt Stafford, he's thrown for 300 in 3 out of 4 games this season. The one game he didn't, he had 269 yards exactly, but he had 307 in his one game at home. Cooper Kupp's back. Puka Nakua's obviously shown out this year. Like you said, they're not going to do this running Kyren Williams between the tackles. They're going to advance the ball against this Eagles defense through the air. I think they have a legit shot at winning this game at home. I hate the Eagles -4. I think that's a trap number. So I like the Rams to potentially get it done, and I love Stafford to get over his yards.
I love this play, man. I honestly might play this because I looked at it earlier this week, and I think the Rams could win outright too.
Mhm.
Love this. I love this one. Stafford probably is going to throw for 300 plus again, which he's been doing.
Yeah.
He's having like a really good season. Like
Incredible.
everyone thought the Rams were going to be dog water this year, and I mean Stafford said, "Nah, hold this beer, homie. I'm going to be all right."
He's third in the league in passing yards right now.
Yo,
And one of the guys he's played has an extra game. It's Sam Howell.
top 2 receiving seasons of all time. Go Megatron, Cooper Kupp. QB, same. Third greatest receiving season of all time on pace was Puka Nacua until Kupp just came back.
Wow.
Same fucking QB, right? There's one consistent theme there, and his name is Matthew Stafford. He's fucking great. I remember Aaron Rodgers used to talk about this guy like so fondly. That's what made me realize that Stafford is a fucking baller that is just dying in Detroit.
I think it was after the week 1 or the week 2 W that they got, and it was just like a shot of their locker room after the win,
Mhm.
and they were just basically hyping each other up, saying like, "Yo, we in this locker room know what we're capable of. Forget the pundits, the analysts, the betters. We know what we have in this room."
Right.
And it was really hyped to see that.
Hell yeah. I mean, Kyren Williams has 6 touchdowns in 4 weeks. He also has 3 games with 2+ touchdowns. This
Mhm.
guy who, I mean, I didn't know who this fucking guy was before the start of the season.
Nope.
If anybody did, then they probably, unless you're a Rams fan, you probably didn't know who he was.
How many guys knew Puka either, right?
Well, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Any BYU homies out there know who Puka Nacua was before the start of the season? Yeah, I like this one, dude. I actually probably am going to end up betting this. I did like this number a lot. Okay, I'll go last, obviously. My favorite dog of the week, and I do have beans on the spread in this game, is the Arizona Cardinals +3 against the Cincinnati Bengals in Glendale. I got +3 at +100 last night or yesterday. I kind of monitored this line throughout the week. It was 4.5 at the very beginning of the week. I wish I took it at 4.5. Dropped to 4, then it dropped to 3.5, then it dropped to 3. I thought it might pop back up to 3.5. It did not. I think it's going to stay firmly at 3, unless you guys are seeing something different right now. But I still saw 3 last night at +100. Give me the birds, baby. Obviously, they should have covered last week against the Niners, as we talked about with Josh Jobs putting some dots at the end of the game to cover against the Niners. The other 3 games of the season covered every single game. Beat the Cowboys outright. This is also about I'm fading the Bengals here. They are the better team on paper. And Hovey did talk about how I do think Jamar Chase has a really good chance to have a huge game this week. But Cardinals at home, actually playing really good football. I know we've talked about it. We've joked about it on the show. But they're actually a really good team. They're playing for something. The Bengals are the 2nd worst rushing defense in the entire NFL. James Conner has gone over his rushing line in 8 of his last 9 games. I also love James Conner in this matchup too. I got 59.5 earlier this week. I think his line is now 63.5 rushing yards. The Bengals can't stop anybody on the ground right now. Joe Burrow is literally a sitting duck in the backfield because he cannot move whatsoever. I'm concerned about this Bengals team. I think they could possibly get the job done, like win by a field goal, and this bet pushes. But that's okay for me. I do not have any beans on the Cardinals money line. However, I do think they could win outright. But I love the +3. He's the most aerodynamic QB in the league. Facts. And he knows what aerodynamic means because he's an astrophysicist. Yeah, so give me the Cardinals. It's my favorite dog of the week. I like everybody's picks, to be honest. I think we all kind of found good spots out there for the dogs for sure. Okay, let's move into anybody have thoughts about that, or do we want to move on?
Let's move on. Let's cook it up.
Beauty. All right, we're going to drop our favorite bets that we have out there. We'll kind of keep it nice and swift so we can, as in Taylor, so we can cook something up before we have to dive into this beautiful NFL Week 5. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Thanks. I love the head shake. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us today on your afternoon Betspresso, whether you're watching on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. You actually asked Shaggy, we don't have an Instagram, but we are about to have an Instagram. So that's why I keep saying that.
Bang.
Integrate it into my speech. If you're listening to the podcast version of this episode, you guys know. Bald icon, Josh Dobbs. Facts. All right. Let's drop our favorite plays. Let's keep them at the elevator cell job version, gents, so we can then have plenty of time to cook something up before we get out of here. Sukh, I want you to go first.
I'm down to go first because I kind of did mine when we had stud or dud. I like the Cup regular line minus 115, 61 yards, 61 and a half yards. I just think it's a low line. It's still Cooper Cup. It's still that offense in LA. It's still Stafford. There's a lot of reasons to like it. I know V already highlighted that the Eagles secondary is not the strongest. So give me that. That's a low line. The other one that I do like that is the cheeky is the Puka 100 yards plus 390. That, like, obviously don't hammer it, but it's good. Puka's been great, and I don't see why. I think Chan Daddy was saying in the chat that it might be still one more Puka week before we see Cup take over.
Puka Nacua has 100 receiving yards in 3 or 4 games this season.
Yeah.
Why not again?
Can't
Why not?
Indeed. All right, V, what's your favorite play, man?
Man, I'm between two. I'll give you the elevator pitch here. Justin Jefferson, 105.5. Wrote about this play too. I would definitely go peep the scribbles. Him and Tyreek, both coming off lower than normal volume weeks last week, and I think that it jumps back up. Jefferson has never played the Chiefs in his entire career, his 4-year career. Well, 3.5, I guess now. He's never played the Chiefs. Last time the Chiefs played Kirk Cousins and the Vikings, Kirk Cousins threw for 220 yards. He threw 40-plus times, and he had 3 touchdowns, right? And that was before he was the Kirk Cousins that forces Justin Jefferson the ball every single time. Last week, he threw a season low 19 times. 9 of those targets went to Justin Jefferson, right? He still had 6 catches for 85 yards and 2 touchdowns, right? And this was against the Panthers' elite secondary, surprisingly, right? Because of that, give me Justin Jefferson on what should be a really, really high-scoring game, highest total on the board, 2 really good offenses. And I think if there's ever a fucking time to trust Kirk Cousins, it's in the middle of the fucking afternoon when nothing's on the line.
Absolutely. I love it.
So give me JJ. And then also Tyreek Hill, great spot against the Giants. They should tune them the fuck up, I think, this week, just because of the loss last week. This team plays with a chip on their shoulder constantly. Now everybody went from Super Bowl talk to the Dolphins ain't shit. And they just watched the Bills probably lose this game to the Jaguars. I think they turn it up on the Giants this week.
I agree. Indeed. I love Justin Jefferson this week, man. I want to hear your thoughts, Shaggy, real quick about it before you talk about your play, because I know they're playing your Chiefs.
Dude. I'm a little scared.
Huh?
A little scared. This game is giving me eerily similar vibes to the Colts game last year when we went on the road as a 3-point favorite and lost outright in a game that we definitely on paper should win. And it was coming after a week that we looked really good. It's coming after a game that we kind of seemed to figure things out. Obviously, with the Bears, we looked fantastic. Jets a little more iffy. Vikings defense, I don't think is as good as the Jets, so I think that helps us. But man, I'm scared, and I'm not really putting beans on the Chiefs.
The Vikings were almost my dog of the day, but man, you can't. It's hard to fade fucking Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
That's a tough pill to swallow. But I see what Shaggy's saying. It does have those kind of vibes. You know what I mean? Especially if Taylor Swift doesn't show up.
Dude, this team has just been like
Lost.
The mojo's gone.
Yeah,
Lost.
what is going on?
Dude, if you guys lose today, the headlines are going to be because of Taylor Swift not being there.
God, yeah, I can't.
You guys need to win just because I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah, exactly right.
5,000%.
We're pretty close to the Chiefs fans dividing from the Swifties.
Very, very close. It's almost a civil war between our fandoms. But this is a huge stay away game for me, man. Huge stay away at the number. Even if at like 5.5 where it kind of opened, I would maybe even lean towards the Vikings a little bit, but huge stay away for me.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to get your thoughts on what V said with Justin Jefferson. But what's your favorite play?
So that Stafford
I
look
mean, you
is
talked about
definitely my
Stafford,
favorite
right?
play. Yes, but another one I got in Sunday Night Football, big game that I wrote about, Cowboys and 49ers in San Francisco. I like the 49ers minus the 3.5. I don't necessarily care about the hook. Two of the best defenses in the league, statistically on paper. No Trayvon Diggs for the Cowboys. Obviously, we saw that hurt them a little bit. But here are two stats that really stick out to me between these two defenses. Opponent yards per rush. The 49ers, they rank 11th, giving up 3.9 yards. The Cowboys, 26th in the league, giving up 4.6 yards per rush. You cannot give up 5 yards a rush to Christian McCaffrey. He's going to run all over you. Read the room. Read the room.
Gabe Davis scored.
Oh, dude, I'm too busy, bro. I'm too busy. But
Every time Shaggy gets in his cell jobs, he literally whites out, dude. There is nothing else. It's just the stats.
Tunnel vision. I'm spitting my facts to you, all right? I don't read this that's going on right here. Don't care, all right? It's me and my freaking stats. Gabe Davis, baby. Let's go, though. It got
You need
taken
the
back,
Bills, right?
you motherfuckers.
No.
Oh, wait, no, that's it. That's it. I'm behind. I'm behind.
Oh my god.
You need the Bills.
Let's go! Yeah, I'm definitely way behind. Holy
You need the
shit.
Bills money line still, right?
Yes, I do need the Bills money line, but come on now. Anyways, so that yards per rush attempt, you can't give up 5 yards to Christian McCaffrey. The other stat, opponent yards per completion. The 49ers, they rank second, giving up just 7.6 yards. The Cowboys 15th, giving up 9.5 yards. You can't give up 10 yards per catch to a Brock Purdy system who checks it down to Deebo Samuel, finds Brandon Ayuk, gives it to Christian McCaffrey. I think the Niners will run all over the Cowboys tonight. I'm laying the 3.5.
Wow. Let's go.
I'm actually in love with that so much.
I wasn't expecting you to say that, but I like that a bunch, dude. And
Mhm.
go peep the scribbles, as he said. I think
Bang, bang,
I think
Niner gang. For Mushy.
bang, bang, nine. I think that if McCaffrey keeps playing, if he has an amazing game tonight on Sunday Night Football, like he's been playing, I think that the MVP conversations are going to start to get a little bit stronger, honestly.
Absolutely.
Oh, we got Gerald
my
Bang!
God.
Oh,
Who is
shit.
this?
We got a just unto bang.
Let's go.
I'm only on because I promised for your birthday, and that'd be really mean not to do this.
A man of his word. We love it.
Let's go. Welcome to the show. We appreciate you stopping by, brother. What's the just unto play of the day?
I got a couple. Luckily, one is already on the way to not hit, so you guys missed it.
Yeah, it means you're due.
You get the L out of the way. You get the L out of the way.
Ultra. Okay, so the first one I had Evan Ingram, which could still hit, but probably not, to score a touchdown, coupled with Derrick Henry and Mark Andrews on Baltimore. And
Okay.
the reason I had that is, so Andrews has actually the last 5 games never scored against the Steelers, but he's had some monster games. And this Steelers game, they've been allowing a lot to the tight ends. So that we're going to take Ingram out, obviously, for good reason. And if we put Andrews and Henry together, we get plus 441. That was on 365 this morning. So I think, like, last game, Andrews had 9 receptions for 100 yards. And I know Hovey said, like, it's just he's due. Like, some people go against it, some people go with it. I'm going with it. And then I have a lotto that is strictly a lotto, but I sent it to V this morning. But
Oh my God.
I'm taking it. And I took it. I put a lot more money than I should have on it. So I have 3 running backs to each go over 100. I have
Okay.
A-Shane on Miami, Breece Hall, and David Montgomery. But I also round robined it. So I did 2 times 3 round robin. If you take it straight up as a lotto, it's plus 11,000.
Oh my God, dude.
But
These round robins are important.
yes,
They pay out fat because of the
Yes.
odds on these.
I could
Go ahead,
definitely
sorry.
see 2 of these guys hitting 100. I'm looking specifically also in Detroit and New York. That Broncos defense is terrible. And I know Zach Wilson is confident, but sometimes I feel like a confident Zach Wilson might even be worse. Because if he thinks he can make that throw, like, and he just can't physically, that's not going to help him.
That's true.
And then also, I'm on the cards as well, too.
Let's
Oh,
go,
nice.
dude.
Nice.
Let's
The
go.
better than you think cards, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aerodynamic cards. The
The
aerodynamic
aerodynamic cards. I have
Aerodynamic.
started the Cardinal bandwagon. They're losing by 100 today now, unfortunately. But let's go, dude. I love that you came onto the show first time, and you know the deal. I need a 11,000 lotto for the vibes, and you dropped it on the kiddos. We love to see it. man.
Honestly, take it. If we all take it, it'll hit, right?
I- I am a sicko, and I'm throwing Derrick Henry 100+ in there too. But that shit's smacking, bro. Absolutely smacking.
Big third down,
Um,
Bills. Lock in.
Gerald, well, we appreciate you stopping by today, brother. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you smack all your best. We'll see you when that plus 11,000 cashes, and we have to have the Gerald Lotto of the week next week.
Yes, sir.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'll be back for sure if it hits.
Yeah. See you in Cabo.
All right.
Take it easy, brother. Thanks so much. Let's go. Oh, that got me so bricked up, man.
That was
Wow.
fucking awesome.
It was awesome.
Oh,
I don't even
man.
want to do my sell job anymore. Fuck that. That was great. Yeah, I really like that lotto. I mean, I have A-Chain I like A-Chain too. I have him in a lotto as well for 100+. I think it was actually 92+ was my lotto, but I think that he should fucking eat against the Giants today. That's a really nice play. So kind of piggybacking off of what Gerald just said. To be fair, my two favorite other plays were A-Chain and Connor. But I've been talking about this since earlier this week, so I'll just go ahead and drop it on you guys. Give me Derrick Henry over 75.5 rushing yards. I know. Shocker, right?
That's
However,
such a unique play. How did you lab that? That's
I know,
crazy,
bro.
That's
What is
Dexter's
the lab?
laboratory level shit. What the hell?
Sharp.
Oh,
You can't.
How did you
can't make
think
it
to
up.
bet?
I put
Derrick
my-
Henry?
I put my hat on for him today. Look at that.
Oh,
All right, but here's all jokes aside. Derrick Henry against the Indianapolis Colts has 80+ rushing yards in 8 of his last 9 games versus the Colts. He has 100+ rushing yards in 6 of his last 7 games versus Indianapolis. Last week he had 22 carries for 122 yards against the Bengals. The Colts are banged the fuck up on their defensive front right now. Shaq Leonard is not playing in this game. Quinny Pay is not playing in this game. DeForest Buckner is, I'm pretty sure, playing, but he is banged up as well. I think Henry, the Colts have also allowed 300+ rushing yards 2 straight weeks, or not like in each game, but over 2 weeks they have allowed 300 rushing yards. I think the King's gonna run all over them today. I think he could get 100+. I like him to get maybe 125 if the game script kind of goes the way that I think it's going to. And I did take the Titans -2.5. I wish they had the +1.5, but I did not take that. Oh no, what did they do? Did they shit the bed? Shaggy's upset right now for the people listening to this version that something's going on with the Bills.
What happened?
Did they do some bozo things?
I'd like to launch an investigation on Calvin Ridley for betting on his own over props.
Oh.
He just made a ridiculous grab that hurt my Bills.
I need him to continue to
That
maybe not do
was
that.
just a great toss and catch.
Backbreaker.
Yeah, no, that was. I mean, there's still plenty of time left. They're not in field goal range yet. Field goal doesn't even kill it. So, but now they need to get another stop. They just burned their last time out. 2nd down, 3:04 on the clock.
Oh, there's time.
Bills are probably dead.
Oh shit. All right. Well, to get the vibes back up, let's cook a lotto because Gerald got me in the lotto mood now.
Mm-hmm.
And real quick before we do that, guys, four teams that are winning. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do the Betspresso 4. Literally just 4 teams that are getting the job done today. Who's winning? Not dogs, just anybody that's winning a football game today. What are your favorite plays? Money
Miami
lines.
Dolphins.
Okay. Dolphins minus.
No, I'm kidding.
Shaggy's not opposed to putting -1,000s in parlay.
Oh, I've seen. I saw -1450 yesterday.
Oh yeah, there were 3 of them in there.
-14. I just want to know was the extra 69 cents worth it, Shaggy?
Yeah, bro. Hey, it moved the
was.
line 60 cents, dude. I mean, come on now.
Wait a second. Did you guys see real quick, just real fast? Did you guys see that the fucking end of that Miami Hurricanes game yesterday,
Yes, dude.
where they just literally
Oh
had to
my
kneel the
God.
ball and they decided for some
All you
bozo
had to
reason
do
to
is
fucking
kneel.
run
I don't
and
know
they
why.
lost? I saw a ticket.
That team needs
someone-
to be investigated.
Thanks, dude. Someone could
First
have
down,
cashed like
Travis
49
Etienne,
grand.
touchdown.
Touchdown?
Is it touchdowns? Legit?
Mhm.
Bills are good.
Damn.
Yeah, Bills.
Sorry,
are good.
bro.
Who was
Um,
Shaggy.
Teddy?
Travis Etienne.
Etienne.
Again.
Oh, yo, I heard that guy's better than Derrick Henry, yo.
I will literally kick you out of the show. I still cannot believe that was somebody's legitimate take, and it drives me
Oh, yeah.
fucking crazy. All right. So, are you serious, V? Dolphins?
No. I will give.
I mean, they are
you-
winning, but
Watch them lose. Fucking Giants.
Sorry, somebody want to go first?
Ravens.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Ravens.
Ravens too. Oh my god, Shaggy's in my head today.
I'm on the -4, but I can't back Pittsburgh at all.
Did you
Yeah,
see that
no.
I have one stat about this game that doesn't quite tie in with what you just talked about, but in the AFC North, in these matchups with these teams against the Steelers and the Ravens, the last 11 times that they have played, any dog that was over, I want to say if it's like over 3.5 or something like that, they covered 11 straight games. But we know what that means. They're due.
So who are you going with, SPJ?
I am not gonna put the Titans in this because I already have invested them in other ways. So I'm not gonna make you guys root for the Tennessee Titans today. I'm gonna go the Niners, bro. I like your Niners pick for the Sunday Night Football. So let's roll with I'm gonna go with the Niners. And this is probably not crazy bad juice on that one.
No.
It's gonna be the Niners.
No, -175. I'm seeing. I like
Cool.
that.
Take that. Okay. So I'll go Niners.
I think I'm gonna go with a little bit of plus money. Go with the Texans, man. I think I'm gonna go with the Texans. Sorry, not the Texans. Yeah, the Texans.
Okay.
Love
All
it.
right. So we got Niners, Texans,
Ravens.
and Sukh
Saints?
against the
I was gonna say
Pats.
Saints or Jets,
Ooh.
right?
I don't like the
Saints.
Jets.
Saints. I
You'd
like
take
the Saints.
Saints over Jets, Shag?
Yeah, I like the Saints.
All right. So we're going Saints.
2 dogs, 2 favorites. I like that.
Not bad. Well, not bad. So
We were
Saints.
1 leg away from hitting last week. The first surgical 6 we ever fucking conducted. We were a overtime loss away from cashing that shit.
The
It
fucking
was
Colts.
so
man.
surgical.
The fucking Colts. So today we dropped it down to 4 legs just in case, which will still probably end up somehow going 3 for 4. But no, it's smacking. Saints, Ravens, Niners,
Texans.
and Texans.
Hell yeah.
Anybody got the odds on that?
I'm trying to line shop it, see what the best is.
Happy Sunday, Paul.
On Bovada right now, they'll give you that for a number that it's gonna tell me here in a
A
second.
number that is happening in front of your
A
eyes.
number that's loading.
While we're figuring this out, obviously thanks so much for listening today for the afternoon Betspresso, the Griddy-Iron gang, for getting you guys ready for NFL Week 5. We appreciate it. Go check out everything that these guys have written about and myself at bettingnews.com. Housekeeping. But we appreciate you guys listening to us. We appreciate everything that you guys do by following us on social media. Go read all the articles. Go check everything out. It's all free. And we sometimes know what we're talking about every once in a while. So we want to help you guys make some money. And at the end of the day, love watching these games. So
Seeing plus 927 on DK.
that pays.
Bovada's still being shaky.
That's okay.
Fuck with it. I like
But
it.
just about 1,000.
Plus 900 for 4 legs. I will take that all day long. And not anything overstretched. I feel like everything is within, we didn't put any minus 1,000s in there.
883 on FanDuel, so definitely do DK if you can.
Okay.
Out of those two,
Cool.
I'll get you Bovada line if it works.
If it gets up there. All right, before we get out of here real fast, because the games are going to start. They're starting in 17 minutes. So favorite lotto, just play. We're not going to put, I don't think we're going to cook a lotto. We don't have time to put one completely together. But if you had to pick one guy to go way over his line, who's your pick?
Stafford 300 plus yards or Tyler Higbee touchdown.
I love the
Tyreek 120 plus. Like the value is there. 91.5 is his lines. 30 over. I think he should easily clear that line against the Giants team.
Puka 100 plus 390.
Boom.
Bang. And I will spare you guys the Derrick Henry 125 plus, and I'll go A-Chain, 100 plus rushing yards.
A-Chain.
That's a wicked lotto right there, boys.
There we go. Not overthought. If you guys want to book it, I'm actually going to end up probably riding it, to be honest.
I'm locking that in right now.
Yeah,
Let's
right.
go. Yeah, I'm not going to overthink it. We're not going to, and I won't. We'll talk about it, not play it, and then it'll fucking smack. All right, it's been fun today, guys. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Nelson Aguilar, Sheffrey with the
Nelson Aguilar plus 700. Whoa.
sick lotto, boys. Thanks, Kanika. We have a Kanika bank.
That four-legger's 912 on Bovada. So yeah, looks like DK's giving you the best at 927.
Nice. Obviously, as Shaggy
Look
has
to
showed
there.
you over the line shop. All right, guys, we appreciate you hanging out with us today. Go enjoy your Sundays, crack a beverage, get ready to watch 7 hours of commercial-free football on Red Zone, or watch your favorite team play. Go follow Just Sukh on the Twitter machine. Go follow at VSauce with 3 A's. Go follow at Shaggy_bets. Go follow myself at Sweatpant Jesus. We appreciate you guys kicking it with us for the Griddy-Iron gang. We will be back with you guys. Shaggy and I will be with you guys tomorrow.
Bills have life.
Do they?
They scored quick. Jags have the ball with 2:11 left, up 5. Bills don't have any timeouts.
So
I blinked. I don't even know how they got to 20, but they scored a touchdown really quick.
Wow, that's insane.
What happened? How did this
That's
happen?
nuts. 2 deep
It was
passes.
just a 3-yard rush by Josh Allen, but 4 plays, 75 yards in 45 seconds.
Jesus Christ. Current NFL for you right there.
Right.
All right, we will be back with you guys tomorrow. Shaggy and I will be giving you guys a breakdown of the weekend in case you missed it, and then cooking up something for Monday Night Football. Go give us a follow on any of the platforms that you are following us on YouTube. Please go give us a follow on YouTube. We really appreciate the subscribers over there. If you're following us on Twitch, thanks so much. Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. If you're listening to the podcast, there it is. We appreciate it no matter what. And go peep the scribbles at bettingnews.com. We will see you guys on the next one. We'll see you tomorrow. Gentlemen, say goodbye to these beautiful people.
Bye, beautiful people.
Peace.
Take it easy, guys. Have a great Sunday. See you on the next one.
Kelsey
What
first
you
touch.
know about rolling down in the down in the
Now I know y'all be loving this shit
What you
right
know
here.
about rolling
What you gonna do?
rolling
What you gonna do, man?
down in the rolling
What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit.
What you know about